Welcome to the Accent Training Podcast, a podcast where I teach you how to make the sounds of the American accent. My name is Pat. I'm a coach of the American accent. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and today I'm here to teach you about the W sound. W as a consonant. W when it's starting a word. W when it's starting a syllable. W. You see, the movement for W is used in a lot of different sounds in English. Different vowel sounds and different consonant sounds use this same lip movement. And as you know, I'm the kind of person that wants to show you how you can see the most progress in the least amount of time. And so if you're someone who wants to see change in the way that your English sounds, chances are you could really benefit from building the muscle memory of the W. And we will get to this sound changing topic in just a moment, but before we do, I've just got to remind you to hit subscribe to this podcast. You see, some words that I like to live by in life are that we make our own luck. That's a quote from the movie Titanic. Jack Dawson says it at some point in the movie, that we make our own luck. And to me, this means that if we keep our mind open and if we prepare ourselves, then luck will find us when we're ready. Well, you know what you can do to make your own luck? You can hit subscribe to this podcast, my friend. You can choose to be a lucky person. On to the W sound. W makes a consonant sound at the beginning of words and a vowel sound at the end of words. W is made by contracting the corners of your lips inwards, as if you're drinking from a straw, pushing your lips away from your face. Ooh. And adjusting your tongue position, and then releasing a vowel sound. We're going to practice this a whole bunch of times right now to help your muscle memory develop. Now, I've got 3 steps to make a crystal clear W sound, but here's what I need you to do, my friend, if possible. That is to say, if you're not driving your car or walking down the street, if you're just chilling on a couch, if you can, hold something in front of you so that you can see your reflection. This will really help if you can see your own reflection so you know what you look like. So whether you've got a small personal-sized mirror or whether you've got your phone and you can hold your phone's camera in front of your face, pull up your reflection, get a good look at your mouth. Now the first thing that we need to focus on is the tip of your tongue. We need to control what we're doing with that thing. The tip of your tongue should just be low down. No need to have it doing really anything. The back of your tongue, however, is high up, and the back of your tongue should be touching your top teeth. So the tip of your tongue low down, out of the way, back of your tongue high up, touching the top teeth. Your teeth should be close together. I don't want you having a very wide, open jaw, making an exaggerated movement. Not necessary. Teeth close together will give us a nice, clear sound. This next part is very important, and this is where it would be most beneficial to be looking in a mirror. You need to contract the corners of your lips. Even if it feels like your muscles are really making a strong effort, that's a good thing. That means you're doing something new. So contract the corners of your lips inwards until your lips are totally inwards, like you're drinking from a straw. Now, if you have your teeth close together, the back of your tongue touching your top teeth, and the corners of your lips contracting inwards and pushing out away from your face to make a small O shape as if you're drinking from a straw, voicing that position should sound like woo. Repeat that back to me. In fact, repeat that back to me 3 times. Ooh. 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 If that feels silly, it should. I hope that that isn't something that you do all the time. Now that we've got this position nice and clear, we bring the corners of the lips in. We're not just closing the lips, but we have the corners of the lips contracting towards the middle. Your tongue is in position, raised in the back, low in the front, and your teeth are close together. We are in the position to release a crystal clear W sound. All that we need to do now is hold out that position with the lips contracted, and then drop your jaw. We release the tension from our lips and make your favorite vowel sound. Wah. Wah. Hey, cheer up. There's no need to cry. Let's do another. Wee. Making that E kind of sound. Wee. Wah. Wah. And now let's see that W between some vowels. How about ow? Is that starting to come along? I hope so. Like I said, the key here is your lip movements. The corners of your lips have to come inwards. If they don't come inwards, if they don't contract to a small O, as if you're drinking from a straw, then you're not getting the position that you want. Wah. Wee. Wah. Next, let's put this W between some vowel sounds. Repeat back to me. Ow. 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 Contracting the corners of your lips inwards. Most of you listening are probably not doing it. And those of you that are, keep it up. Away. Away. Next up, I want you to repeat after me some of the most commonly used words in spoken English. Let me hear what you got with these words, starting with want. Want. Getting that clear and releasing it. Want. Next word, why. Why? When? We? How about a few words with W in the middle now? Let's do one. Let's start with away. We've already made that word, right? Away. Getting that full lip contraction and release. Way, away. Next word, towards. Towards. 20. 20. Always. Always. So, individual words are coming along, and I hope that you folks are getting the hang of it now. Although chances are, if you're doing it right and you're really pushing your lips outwards, your muscles should be getting quite tired by now. And so what does that mean for you? Well, that means that you've got to push yourself. Push yourself to accomplish something new. Push yourself to practice this with some common phrases right here, right now. Repeat after me, starting with, we want to. We want to. We're stretching the lips out for both of those W sounds. We want to. Next one here. Once in a while. Let's hear what you got. Once in a while. Once in a while. And notice the word once. It's spelled O-N-C-E, but the pronunciation is getting this W sound. What? Once in a while. Next one here. We can wait. What was that? Ran away. Ran away. And notice the contrast in the stress there, right? Ran, raising in the tone, flat, way. Back up again. Ran away. And I've got one more for you. This will be relevant for another 2 months. 2022. 2022. Note the rise and fall of my voice. Note how I push out the W sound in the beginning. 2022. We want to control this to make sure that we don't get 2022. 2022. A lot of my students say that, and I can't blame you if you don't have this sound in your language. It's not your fault, but we want to stretch it out. 2022. Contracting the corners of your lips to make a small O that sounds like W, and then releasing it. W. 2022. It is a complex sound, but you know what's even harder? 2023. 2023 is harder than 2022. We'll talk about 2023 later. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I just want you to know, if you start working on this W sound and you get good at it right now, you will be setting yourself up for success later on down the road. Because guess what's after 2023? 2024. And then even after 2029, guess what comes next? 2030. There's still that W in there. As a matter of fact, it's going to be 1,000 years until we don't have a W in our year. Now, you could let that discourage you, or you could let that motivate you. That means you have 1,000 years that you can practice your W sound for. So don't give up. Even if it takes you 500 years to get the W sound, you'll still have another 500 years to show it off. So practice your W's, stretch your lips out, and set yourself up for success in spoken English using an American accent. I've got a couple of idioms to bring to your attention here which use the W sound. So let's get right to them. A white lie. A white lie. Not a black lie, not a red lie or a blue lie, but a white lie. Oh, it's just a little white lie. White lies are small, little unimportant seeming lies that we tell people every single day. Somebody asks, how you doing? You say, I'm feeling fine, but really you're not feeling great. It's just a little white lie. Who cares? Your boss asks, how's that report coming? And you say, oh, I already did it last week, but you know you haven't even started yet. Just a little white lie. Who's it really bothering? Who cares? It's just a little white lie. For example, I had to tell a white lie to get into the VIP area. You know, maybe we aren't all on the VIP list. It's rather exclusive. But hey, if you can tell a little white lie to get into the VIP area, I can't blame you. Like I said, we make our own luck, right? A white lie. And the other idiom that I have for you today is one that I have discussed in the past, but it's a pretty handy one, especially getting into flu season, getting into the winter months. Sometimes you're feeling a little under the weather. Under the weather. You're feeling sick. You're not feeling too good, you're just a little under the weather. Or maybe you got a sore throat and a mild headache. You're not terribly sick, just a little under the weather. Or you know what? Maybe you are feeling terribly sick, but you want to tell a little white lie so nobody worries about you. You just tell a little white lie so that nobody gets upset for you. You just say, I'm a little under the weather. I'm not feeling so bad. You know, I'm going to make it. I'm just a little under the weather. It's just a little white lie, right? If you want to decide for yourself if your English is going to be understood, instead of letting other people tell you whether or not your English is understood, you can know for yourself. You can know, hey, I'm making the correct movements, I've done the muscle memory exercises, I've listened, I've practiced. If you subscribe to this podcast, you'll know that you've set yourself up for success, and you'll know that you've set your English up for crystal clear pronunciation for all of your future English speaking needs. But for now, have a good one, folks.